Hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on Facebook. We want to be the interactive network in the next 24 hours. We want to engage with you, the fans of the Sevens. So here we go. We're about to rock and roll for game one. It's the Australian goal up against the Wasps.
It looks pretty good.
So Australia running left to right on the screen.
It'll be Chloe Dalton to take the ball in hand in what looks to be an interesting early on encounter. There's the hooter. So here we go. It is showtime here in the Central Coast Sevens. A nice flat kick, and Tapiata takes it nicely just beyond the 40. Oh, it's picked up now by the Pearls, and here they come early on, looking to show their class. Just brought down 5 out there. It was Parker. The ball comes out wide now. There's a big overlap, and the ball gets floated out wide. And this is going to be a fairly easy try, you'd think, from Tongato. Oh, she's wrapped up, though. 5 out. That's good sliding defence, Peter.
Yeah, sure was. And now a penalty to Australia's way as well. And they're just going to take the quick tap and get on with it here. So all pressure coming up now for New Zealand as Australia go out wide, searching for their first try.
Well, here comes Parker, Peter.
And she's over. So there you go. First try here for Australia. They lead 5-0, and we've only had 60 seconds of the match.
Yeah, quick try there, and you can just see the class by the Australian girls. You can see the combinations already starting, Peter. And that was a well-worked try. They got the penalty. Quick tap was taken, and they are over in the corner. And let's see if they can convert this kick from the sideline.
Well, as you mentioned, Gareth, in the call, Tongato, she was unlucky not to go over. But then it was just a matter of catching and passing and spreading it out to the right-hand side. Now here's the kick from the touchline. Waved away. So no change here on the Bar TV Sports scoreboard. Good start for Australia. They lead by 5 points as we have a look on the replay of the try.
Yeah, we see there. Nicely done, Parker. A little in and away there. And we've seen Tongato as well. She's one of the leading try scorers over the last couple of years, along with Green for this Pearl side. Plenty of pace. And this one goes a little bit deeper here as Edmonds takes it. And oh, look at her. She charges onto it. Nice hit up there to get them on the front foot. They're over the ball, though, the Pearls girls, and that'll be a penalty early on. So defence also a key here for this Aussie Pearls side as they take the ball forward now through Chloe Dalton. They go towards the short side. There's a bit of space opening up. The inside ball comes outside ball now, and that will be a try to Kaslik under the sticks, Peter.
Oh, New Zealand. They don't know what's hit them in the first 2 minutes of this match. It's been all Australia inside the New Zealand half. And I guess, Gareth, they're now ahead on the scoreboard and even beating the clock.
Yeah, well, that's right. It'll be 10-0 now. Kick taken and kick successful. So they'll advance themselves by 7 points to 12-0 here.
Yeah, what an articulate start for the Australians, that's for sure. Taking charge. And as we look on the replay here, they just opened them up, bamboozled them, and they were not going to stop the number 7 from scoring right underneath the black dot.
Well, she scores so many tries. She's so integral to this Aussie Pearls program. And we love her here on Bar TV Sports. Oh, that one taken nicely again by Edmonds, and she tries to put the shoulder down and get through the defensive line that way, but the ball a little bit scrappy, a little bit greasy out there, Peter.
Yeah, as we mentioned at the top, if you just tuned to the coverage, clicked on, we've had massive amounts of rain in the last 24 hours here on the coast, so footing will be hard to come by here today. So until both of these sides, and I guess both, a lot of the sides throughout the day come to terms with these slippery conditions, we may see a lot of drop ball. It might be a question of who will handle the conditions better in the opening few games here as the Aussies go back over their own halfway line. And there's the try scorer, wrestled into the ground. So what can the Australians do here? First time they've attacked inside their own half here, Gareth, and they're coming up to halfway. And
well, the ball's been turned over there, Parker, just with a bit of a loose carry there, trying to come forward, but the ball turned over again. The Aussie Pearls defensively as Kaslik now has the ball. Little show and go almost there as the space opens up now for Chloe Dalton. Chloe Dalton whisks away there and she'll go towards the try line untouched. Call it, Peter, for me.
Well, there you go. Australia on fire. I thought for a moment they were going to come after her, Gareth, but look at the size of it, that she wasn't going to be denied that try, and you can't wipe the smile off the big number 8 in Chloe Dalton. Now she has the opportunity to convert her own try. Australia, 17 points to 0 in the first match. A rip-roaring start. The conversion! Oh, it's hit the post.
Well, it won't be the first and it won't be the last over the weekend, especially in the conditions. We see Kaslik come from the field. Parker as well. A couple of changes here as Maddie Ellett comes on the field. Parker's going to stay on there. Kaslik was just wiggling her fingers there as we look at the replay of the try. Yeah, it looked like they were going to come across and cut her off, but cruising away towards the side, the try line there, Peter.
Oh, she's got a good left foot step there. And over she went. Unlucky with the conversion. Hit the post. So Australia, 17 points to 0.
Oh, that's a great kickoff there by Anderson. Getting it nice and high. But now the Wasps looking to attack. And that was Reynolds doing a good job getting them forward. They're going to have to hold on to the ball here, the Wasps. The defence of the Aussie Pearls girls, it's world class. And they're coming to find out here, the Wasps. They control the ball there. They go to the short side. A little bit isolated. Holding onto the ball there was Tapiata. She did well, good strength shown in the tackle. But they're losing ground here, the Wasps, and the defence by the Aussie Pearls. It's quick, the speed of the line's good, Peter. But that's a penalty. That's a let-off.
Well, yeah, exactly. This will help them get out of their own half here, Gareth. What they're going to do, they're just going to have a look around and take the tap and get on with it. So we haven't seen the New Zealanders get out of their own 22 in the entire match so far. Are they about to do it now? If they can hang on to the ball and execute their passes, they come to the commentary edge. They're going to be close to going into touch. What about that tackle there by the Australians? Parker it was.
Oh, she threw her over the sideline. They've gone for the quick one, Peter. This is where they're dangerous, the Pearls. But what about the defence on the touchline?
See, Esseltia, she's with the football. That's the 22-metre line in front of them. Australia now, they work the left-hand side. There's an intercept. Now New Zealand, the first time they've gone inside Australia's half, and they've got the football and running away here.
Sangre.
Sangre, can she get there? No, she can't, and she's lost the ball. She's lost the football. Penalty to Australia, Gareth, right on their own line.
Well, she didn't lose the football. She went for the quick one there, tried to pick up and advance herself over the line, Peter, and she's pulled down 5 out, and that is world-class defence there, chasing, and that is why they're world champions, gold medalists, just by plays like that, Peter.
I don't know if we can see a replay. That was a try-saving tackle. If you've ever seen one in the Central Coast Sevens tournament, and you've seen it right here, live and exclusive on Bar TV Sports.
Well, that's going to be half-time there. And that is a game breaker. That is a match winner. The Gold Girls are 17-0 after 7 minutes. And this is the start of the Central Coast Sevens we expected, mate.
Well, I don't know how mentally that affects New Zealand. I mean, that was their first touch of the football, denied a try. They're already down by 17 points to 0. Surely they're feeling it. Now a denied try. They must be absolute gutted, but we know they're got an academy of stars in their side. So,
I think that
17-0.
buoys them, Peter.
Yeah,
I think that
right.
They know now they can match it with the Aussie girls. So we might see a bit more expansive play by this New Zealand side. They've just been let down by a bit of ball handling out there. They just haven't been able to control the football. But we'll see coming into the second half if the game plan changes. The Australian girls will be receiving the ball, and you can only imagine there in the huddle They're not disappointed, they're not disillusioned, but they will come out and play a positive sevens at rugby in this second half.
Well, as far as some graphics and, some stats go in the first half, time in possession inside the New Zealand half for Australia was 99.5%. How good's that stat?
Yeah, wow.
I've never seen a stat so one-sided in sevens history, Gareth. but we've seen it here in the first match. And pretty much that only line bust was the 0.5 for New Zealand inside the Australian half. So this will have to be two sides of the coin as far as if they're going to swing this back into their possession here, the New Zealanders. Let's see if they can do it. They got the talent, but Australia, they look hot. They're in good form. They look gutsy. They look unafraid. And they're, definitely taking charge of this match.
Well, they certainly are, as we see now. Kaslik remains off the field. Just having a chat to the trainer, wondering if she may be a little bit injured there. Maybe a hand injury by the looks of things.
But the Australians, they're focused. That's the most important thing. And they're daring to take a bit of control. And that's why they're up by 17 points to nil.
It'll be the Wasps to kick off here. Second half of the first match in this Keenerside Cup. A draw for the women's side, of course, parity in prize money here at the Central Coast Sevens. The ball spread wide immediately by the Aussie Pearls Gold side. It's a nicely ball and all tackle there.
So Australia here looking to start the second half like they finished the first. Dazzling sevens on display here. As we see
Maddie Elliott was taking it forward.
They're attacking the middle here. This is where they've got power. Going down there was Tony Gato. Here's a penalty to Australia here, just short of halfway. So it's all been them. It's all one-way traffic as the rain continues to come down from the skies above. But credit to the curator and everybody in charge here at Maury Breen Oval. Considering the amount of rain we've had, the ground so far is an absolute pitcher.
Well, the tap taken there. A little inside play outside to Parker. She takes it forward. You can't miss her in that pink headgear. She loses the ball. Second loss of possession for her today. She'll have to work on that as the ball is a little greasy. There's a bit of an overlap there. They don't go for the pass. They take the ball down into possession. 30 out as the ball comes wide. The ball hits the deck. Again, the conditions not conducive to expansive play here. The Wasps still hold on the ball. Taken there by Edmonds. Edmonds drives forward. They've created a bit of space here, the Wasps. Bit of one-on-one. The inside player goes in as now Tapiata cleans out nicely. They've got the overlap here. Here's Santa Grieve. She's big. She's strong. Inside ball. This could be the first try. And yes, it is. Hayblom scoring in the corner for the Wasps.
Yeah, Shani Parker there from the goal. Just couldn't come across quick enough to stop the New Zealanders getting their first try of the Sevens tournament. Well, they've had to wait a long time, haven't they? They've had to wait nearly 12 minutes, but this is how they got their first try. It was just a matter of supporting one another, and then a big run, big palm, and there's that support play again, and that's their first try.
Yes, the inside ball. She drew a couple of players across there, St. Grieve. As the kick. It just won't have the legs, had the accuracy, but didn't quite get there. So the score remains 17-5. And the Aussie Pearls girl, they have their first blemish for the day on the scoreboard.
So the Wasps, they're going through their side. They're a young side, full of power and excitement. And, a lot of saying the big judges, they're anticipated to be a strong chance in the finals tomorrow. So let's see how they go in their first match. Long weekend ahead. But Australia carving them up through the middle. Out to the edge they come again. Stepping, weaving.
Great turn of foot there. Great speed shown. Tonagato inside ball. And here they go again. Morrison will go all the way to get another try on the board for this Aussie Pearls Gold side.
Yeah, Tapsell in pursuit, but Morrison just outclassed them. Now, that's the thing about the Australians. They can set up a try from anywhere on the park, and you just got to be on your game. You just got to attack them. You can't let them run like this.
Well, what about the footwork shown there by Tonagato? She is out and out class, setting up the ball on the outside there. And Morrison Plenty of pace shown. Streaks away for another try.
Well, their leaders, that's the Australians. That's their philosophy. They're defending champions. They're the World Series champions and Olympic champions. And they are on fire in match one here at the Central Coast Sevens. So back to halfway. The Australians to get play back underway. And that's Brooke Anderson with the football in front of a big crowd here. I'd say up over 1,000 people battling the elements from above.
Oh, nicely taken off the shoelaces there by Sangreave. She's been their best player so far here for the Wasps as they now spread the ball wide.
That's Tapsell with the football. She's just short of halfway. They're going to spin it well down inside their own 22 here. They'll need support, and they've got support. Unfortunately, though.
Yeah, Reynolds just changed the direction there, found a bit of a gap, and she just got the ankle tap at the end as they go wide again. Good control possession here. All that.
Oh, that's gone halfway back to Christchurch, that pass.
Almost certainly made Terrigal Beach. That's for sure.
So we're back here. Well, they're down by 24-5. 19-point ball game here. They're throwing caution to the wind, and they have to. But the only thing is now they're going to give back possession to the Australians. And just have a look at that wide shot here at Morrie Breen Oval, captured by our Bar TV Sports cameras. Depth to the left if they can execute their passing game this way. Closest to our commentary side is Morrison. Is she about to get to the football in a moment? Big scrum. Penalty.
Great scrum there by the Wasps as they drive forward on the ball. So they'll have another chance to attack here. They've been pretty dominant in this second half. They've got a try. They've kept possession well, and now they find themselves 20 metres further upfield on the back of a very good scrum. We don't see it too much in the sevens, but the push came, the shove came, and the girls from the Australian side just weren't ready for it.
Yeah, very courageous scrum there.
They go for the short one. They lose the ball. Little knock on there. It's seen. It's picked up by the touch judge. Some good support on the sideline there.
Mum's brought her iPhone down. You can't miss her.
She's probably listening to us in the commentary. If you are listening out there, hashtag CC7S on all your social media feeds.
There's the bench from the Australians. Looking on intensely. 19-point ball game here. There's the Aussie goal.
Oh, that's another great step off the left there as they go forward.
CS Altio with the ball. Siren goes in the background. But Australia, keeper coming to the left-hand side. Are we about to see another try here? This is Parker. Ball's on the ground.
Little knock on there. And that will be full time, Peter. And the score 24-5. It's a very good effort by the Wasps, but the Pearls just showing too much form, too much dominance, and come away with their first win of the day.
Yeah, exactly.